Hey everyone, hope you all are doing absolutely well. A week has passed by and here we are once again providing you all update about aviation industry. So let us start.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
861, wind 150 degrees 12 knots, runway 25 left, clear for takeoff. 25 left, clear for takeoff, Singapore 861 Super.
COVID-19 air travel US update. At the time of pandemic, public health has been developed as major concern for aviation industry, due to which US-based airlines are adopting more strict policy for making air travel safer. Delta Airlines has a strict policy requiring everyone to wear their face masks in all Delta facilities, from lounge to flight. CEO of Delta Airlines says, if you board the plane and you insist no not wearing your face masks, we will insist that you don't fly Delta into the future. Similarly, American Airlines will not allow any exemptions to its mask requirement. Starting from July 29, the carrier will not allow any exemptions for passengers over the age of 2, even for passengers who have documented medical exemptions. They must wear masks while traveling with American Airlines, on board and on ground, or else they will not be allowed to fly. And now, Southwest Airlines has also announced that it would be ending face mask assumptions for anyone over 2-year-old. Now let's talk about COVID-19 air travel in UAE. As we already told you about new air travel policies applied in United States, there's been another shift in rules regarding travel to United Arab Emirates. From August 1, inbound travel will need negative COVID-19 test to board UAE bound flight. Tests need to occur 96 hours of travel. This new rule impacts two big UAE based airlines, Emirates and Etihad. Etihad says that if there are pure health medical facilities in your country, your test result must be issued by Pure Health approved medical facilities. Test result from other clinic will not be accepted. There is a similar requirement for Emirates. Right now, Emirates website is only providing designated laboratory information for 12 countries needing COVID-19 test. This all policy shows change in air travel throughout pandemic. It might be discomfort for passengers, but it is very necessary for their safety. Now let us move to the next update about Jumbo Jet aircraft. Previous week we provided you all update about retirement of British Airways and Qantas Airlines Boeing 747. Now the news is coming from oldest airlines of the world. KLM has taken final decision to properly retire iconic aircraft later this year. Prior to the pandemic, KLM has decided to let go Queen of Sky on middle of 2021 after 49 years of service. However, due to pandemic, on March 29, final 747 KLM passenger flight landed in Amsterdam from Mexico City. Then, as cargo demand increases, airline brought two of the 747 Combi aircraft out of retirement to assist in the effort. The airline said that the demand of Dutch government for medical supply is decreasing to such an extent that KLM regular capacity will be able to provide. A spokesperson said airline would no longer require service of its remaining 747s by the end of October. While this all is going on in Europe, another news is coming from Australia. Qantas Airways finishes ferrying Airbus A380 to United States from Australia. The final Airbus A380 for Qantas Airways has arrived in Los Angeles for long-term storage. The A380 landed in the morning hour at LAX on 27 July. Qantas Airlines 10 A380 are entering in long-term storage in California desert. Qantas Airlines is not anticipating flying its A380 for about 3 years. Now, let us move to this week update about emergency in aircraft. An Embraer ERJ-190 operated by Aeromexico was operating flight number AAM-118 from Ciudad Juárez to Mexico City. The aircraft was climbing out of Ciudad Juárez when left engine failed. A footage filmed by passengers shows what appeared to be flash coming out of engine immediately after takeoff. Another news came from Shanghai, China, where Ethiopian Airlines Boeing 777F caught fire. The blaze was thought to have started on main deck and spread through fuselage. No one was hurt and fire was contained quickly. The incident took place on Wednesday afternoon, 22nd July. That is all for this week. Thank you everyone for your valuable time. Hope the video might have been informative to you. If you have come this far, then please like and share the video and hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on notification sign so that you can get all the update about our upcoming videos. You can follow us on social media as well. Link for all the social media accounts will be given in the description down below. Until next time, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.